G'day guys and welcome back. Yep, we are back out. We back out?
Yeah, back out.
Back out. We're a little bit tired because we've been slogging up a hill. Where are we? I hear you scream. We are back in Scotland and we're back in the Highlands and we are back in Glencoe. We are going to go up onto a ridge just behind us. I'm not even going to pronounce the name because I'll ruin it, won't I? Yeah. I will embarrass myself in front of loads of Scottish people. But I'll put it at the bottom of the screen. Just to let you know, if people know the area of Glencoe or the Glencoe Valley, we've just come up the Devil's Staircase, and then at the top of this Devil's Staircase we've turned left and we're going up onto the feature on the left hand side. Why is it called the Devil's Staircase? I can't even say it.
Devil's Staircase.
Why is it called the Devil's Staircase?
Go on, you tell me.
Well, I don't know why it's actually called the Devil's Staircase, but it was part of the military road from Stirling to Fort William, which the British Army used to use, and then coming up there. So I'd expect it's once the soldiers were walking up that zigzaggy track, they were probably going, oh, it's such a devil of a thing to climb, and look at the officer on his horse. I don't know, but I will look into it and I'll put it down below why it's actually called the Devil's Staircase. And that is part of the West Highland Way, which I hope to be doing. I don't think I'll do it this year, but next year I don't think you'll do it with me. I'll probably do it alone. But yeah, it's part of the West Highland Way. So we've just sat here because we're sweating because it's a really muggy day. We've got a bit of a breeze, so that's good. It keeps those Scottish midges away. And then we've got about another 100-200 meters behind us to get to where we want to go and pick a pitch for the night. It's only a one-nighter. I'm not looking at the camera because I'm watching all the people that are doing the West Highland Way walking in front of us. I'll show you it in a minute what we can see. And then yeah, got the Lanshans. Well, I brought my Lanshan. What you brought? So we're out in the Lanshans again, like last week. Yeah, I think that's about it. What? Is that the same person?
The same person.
Oh, right, that's what means that. When you come up the Devil's Staircase, it zigzags. So you pass each other as you're coming up, because you come up, you rest, you stop, you come up, rest, and people pass you, they stop. And we were looking for someone who came up and sat down. So anyway, I'm waffling. So I'll just turn you around and show you what we can see. So just down there is the West Highland Way, going from left to right or right to left, and that disappears in the distance over there into the valley and down off to Fort William. And the Devil's Staircase is just here, and as you can see, or you can make out, that's Glencoe Valley. Right in the distance there is the Glencoe ski resort. When we get up to the top, I'll put the names of the mountains, i.e. you got the Three Sisters over the other side, which we should get a good view of. The cloud is down, it's not touching the peak that we're going on at the moment, but it is quite low. I expect it'll probably come in, it's touching that peak over there. But other than that, we're just coming out for, we've driven all the way up from the northeast just for a night out. We haven't been to Scotland this year yet, so make the most of it. Yeah, and then we can come back later on in the year. The place is rammed. So many people up here, so many camper fans, but like Brian pointed out, it's the bank holiday weekend, so we would expect that anyway. So let's get on, let's get up the top, let's get the tents pitched up, and let's get a brew on. So come on, let's go. Get off the sofa, let's go. He makes all these funny noises when he gets up. Not too shabby, is it? So the official spot height is back up there, which you see us tap. So we've come down this side. We've got a choice, looking into the Glencoe Valley at the Three Sisters, or going just over that side and looking down the Glencoe Valley, looking west. I think we'll find a place down here because this is going to be great if that cloud lifts off. What do you reckon, Bri?
Yeah, nice spot.
Nice spot. So we'll find a place just around here.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got our tent set up. I'm gonna get out of this sweaty clothes first. So Give us 10 minutes. So there we go, all set up on top of the hill. Name there, I can't remember, and I'm not going to try and pronounce it. Fantastic. Weather's been fine so far. Just turn you around, just point you at the Three Sisters over there. That hill, description now. That hill, description now. That hill, description now. Guys, I'm not going to try and pronounce them. I haven't got a clue. Anyway, we've got a lovely pitch here. It's lovely and flat. As you can see, 2 Lanshans. There's Brian. Got loads to say. The weather's not too bad. We are below the cloud line, as you can see over there on them hills, which isn't too bad. We have felt some spots of rain, but it's not too bad. There is the main spot height, and we've just come down. I've done some drone footage, so I'll stick that up now so you can see everything. Think of that. That was good drone footage, I think. Got everything, shows you where we are, the grid of where we camped and the grid of where we parked will be down in the description below, so if you want to come up here, by all means do. Normal score, take your shit away with you when you come down. So there we are, and as we look in the far distance, the West Highland Way comes off that hill there, comes down across the road, past the Glencoe ski centre, to the right of this peak here, up, down, and around that way, and around that peak and back down to Fort William. What else there to say? It's a Friday. We've both taken the day off work. We've driven up from the northeast just for a night wild camp because we wanted to. Brian's set up. All set up there, Brian, nice and comfy.
Oh, that's nice and flat in there.
Nice and flat, yeah. All your kit's packed away, which is great. Yeah, it's squared away. And then mine. I've raised that side of the tent up just for a bit of ventilation. It looks like it's on a bit of a skew width, but it's not. It's nice and flat inside. So what have I got to eat tonight? Well, I've bought one of these teriyaki noodles. I've got one of my army rations, all day breakfast. Peppered steak slice, bit of carrot cake, banging packet of crisps, taste of game, wild duck and plum sauce. Highly recommend them, they're fantastic. And then I've got 2 other dried meals there. So that should see me. And there's my setup in there, all the same as before. I'm not going to take you through it because it's boring. What we'll do though is we'll go over to the spot height and I'll just show you what you can see from here. One thing we have noticed though, we are spending the night on the hill with someone else. We've just noticed this small cross, and I believe probably someone's ashes have been put down here, and it says to Peter Farrell. So we're spending the night with Peter tonight up on the peak, so he obviously used to like coming up here. So let's go over here and have a look, see what we can see. Just behind Brian, you can see the yellow track in the distance, and that's part of the West Highland Way, and it goes off and around that spur. Large reservoir over there, the name here for that, and there you can see Glencoe Valley and a little bit of sun trying to peek out over there, and in the distance over there a little bit of sun, but no sun here. We're keeping an eye on them, the level of them clouds on them hills, just to make sure that if it drops we know, because we felt some spots of rain at the moment. And make sure I don't fall over. That's the way we came up. You can see the track going from right to left. Good luck to the guys and girls that we saw doing the West Highland Way. Banging effort, really good. Banging effort, banging effort, banging effort, banging effort. Well done. So yeah, we just decided to come up for the one day. We took Friday off, so it's obviously the bank holiday weekend, so we decided to take the Friday off, have a wild camp up here. It only takes us, what, 3.5 hours? 3.5 hours, depending on traffic, to get here. And then obviously about another 40 minutes if we wanted to go to Fort William and Ben Nevis Range, etc. But yeah, why not? You know, it's not too far. We got here for about 12:30.
Yeah.
And that was with 2 stops on the way up, so that's not too bad, and the traffic was okay. So you know, we like to come to Scotland, we like to mix it up. We don't do it that often, so it's good. And I've always wanted to come up the Devil's Ladder. I forgot. The Devil's, no, it's the Devil's Ladder. I've called it the Devil's Ladder. The Devil's Staircase. I always wanted to come up because obviously it's one of them things that you read about and you see. It's not hard. It's, you know, it's just part of, like I said, it's part of the West Highland Way, and it's just zigzags. And like I said, it goes back in history. It's part of the old military road that the soldiers used to take to come up and go to Fort William. So what else do they do now? We're at the stage now where we're all set up, we're watching and we're looking at the views, watching the weather, and you just contemplate and listen to the quiet. As I say, silence is deafening. And I can see 2 people coming up the hill now. You see them? So this is the second lot of people we've seen today up on this hill. And it's not far from the car. 2 miles?
Yeah,
I calculated it was 2 miles on my watch. 2 miles, Took us 40 minutes, 45 minutes.
Well,
Yeah, sweating our tits off, but yeah. So like I said, the grid of where I've parked will be in the description. The grid of where we've camped will be in the description if you want to come up. So I only keep places secret if I know it's going to get abused. I've had a few comments in one, and listen, I don't mind comments. Please put comments on videos, slag me off, slag Brian off, slag Brian off. But we don't mind comments, put them in there. People were getting involved, but you know, I've had a comment on a video where they're saying I was selfish because I didn't put the grid of the description, the grid of the place where I stayed, and if the individual had read the description, it would say location grid, car park grid. So obviously, you know, he's chops it off without knowing or getting all the facts. So yeah, by all means, guys, leave a comment. I don't mind the comments. You don't mind the comments, do you?
I don't mind the
You
comment.
can't read anyway, so it doesn't matter. And by the way, just to let you know, me and Brian are good mates. So if you think I'm bullying him, you're right, I am. They all think that I bully you, Brian.
No.
I've never hit you in my life, have I?
No.
Not with my fists anyway. But we're gonna move. I want a brew, mate. So we're gonna go and get a brew, and I'll come back later on. Laters. So it didn't take long. It's starting to rain. So got a kettle on, using a meth stove. So yeah, hot chocolate as usual. And gonna eat some of these banging crisps. They look lovely. Well, I've had them before and I know they're lovely, so yeah, they are taste of game, wild duck and a plum sauce. So yeah, see me until dinner time tonight. But yeah, stuck in a tent. Never mind. Hopefully it'll blow over. Fingers crossed. So it's been raining for the past, what, 2 hours? And so obviously we've been trapped in our tents. And yeah, I fell asleep. I've been tired anyway, had a long week. But then it's just suddenly become all eerie and mysterious. I mean, look at that over there. The clouds are just blowing through, and the large mountains are just appearing from nowhere, like as if you're at sea and you're sailing on a ship and you're sailing through the mist, and the coast just comes up out of nowhere. It's just beautiful. Look at that. Look at hey, that is wonderful. Tents are over there. Brian's either fast asleep or he's got his radio on, but look at that. Wow, it's amazing. You just make out through the clouds there, the river and the road that runs through the valley. Definitely don't think we're going to get sunset, but it's so mysterious, beautiful. So it's about 7:45 now in the evening, and as you, I don't know if you can hear, it started raining again. So we've retired to our tents now for the end of no, that's it for the night now. So I'm gonna get some dinner on. So I'm going for these teriyaki noodles. They look quite good. I don't know whether they're going to be any good, but it's food at the end of the day, isn't it? So like I said, got the alcohol stove here. It's not cold, it's 11.8 degrees, so it's not too bad. Put that on there. Where's my lid? Lid on. Let that boil. Fill up the pot. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. One lot of dinner. Right, leave that for 3 minutes it says, so that's not going to put it out, is it? Where's me lid? What have I done with me lid? Typical. What have I done with that? I can't find my lid. Ah, it's nice and warm. Let's have a look at these and see what this turned out like. Oh, that smells nice. Oh, oh. Oh. Oh, look at that. There's only one problem with this. There isn't enough. Oh. Would you believe it's 10 o'clock at night and it is still this bright, and the cloud formations are just fantastic. I mean, look at that down there. That's great. Really good. Wow. I watched my movie, it stopped raining, so I thought I'd come back out and just check, but look at that. So I'm going to go up onto the top there and see what that looks like over there. Yeah, definitely the highlands do not disappoint. Beautiful. So glad we came up here this weekend. Wow. Love it. So, like I said, it's now 10:10. So, I'm not even tired. I watched my movie and then it gets light at 4 o'clock. So, I mean, 6 hours, not even 6 hours of darkness because it's not dark yet. Sun went down over there, but we didn't have a sunset because of that mist and clag that came in. You clown. There's the tents. So you're not going to hear from me now. I'm going to go back to the tent and try and get some sleep and hopefully wake up to some spectacular sights. So good night, and I'll see you in the morning. Good morning. Is it a good morning? Well, I'll let you judge for yourself. Bit misty, It's 5:30. Managed to get to sleep for about 11 o'clock last night, and yeah, a bit puffy-eyed this morning, so I must have slept well. But that mist is just rolling in, as you can see behind me. See the mountains, keeps coming and going, keeps getting blown over. Just about to see some blue sky over there, but nothing spectacular, unfortunately. So get the kettle on and then get ourselves sorted out. Let's go. Right, that's us ready to get off this mountain. We've had breakfast, we've had a drink. Leave no trace. I was there. Brian was here. I think he's left his little frog friend here. He had a little frog. Where's your frog, Brian?
He was over here earlier on.
Oh, right, okay. So we're going to get off this hill, get down to the car. It's only going to take us about 3/4 of an hour. So I'm probably not going to do much filming. So it's off in that direction and down the hill. So let's go. Right, so that's it. That's the end of our adventure in the Highlands at Glencoe. We had a good camp out, really enjoyed ourselves. Shame about the weather last night, but as you can see, the sun's coming out and the skies are starting to become blue. So I don't know whether it's going to be like this for the rest of the day. But we've got a journey to make back down to the northeast. As you can see in the background, I think you can see the iconic white building or mountaineering hut that's in the Glencoe Valley. So did you enjoy, Bri?
Yeah, enjoyed it. Yeah, it was a lovely walk up. Yeah, shame and like cloudy and that, but enjoyed it.
Good. Brian's picked a few more peaks around here that he wants to come back and do, which we'll see. I don't think he'll say that when he's getting halfway up them. So guys, thanks very much for watching. Like, subscribe, give us a thumbs up. If you want to support the channel, please buy us a coffee down there. It helps with fuel so we can come out and do these trips. But again, thanks for staying with us this long, and we will hopefully see you on the next one.
Yep, bye.
Bye for now.